So here is what this garden looked like just I guess a month ago or so. All these raspberry bushes here, but we decided that the raspberries had to come out because the first bed of raspberries is enough for us. And I need to put beds in here so that, because we've lost beds up top, need to put beds down here. So all of these raspberry bushes are coming out. So this is what it looks like a few weeks later. We've got these beds in here. As you can see, I've got a bunch of compost or stuff that needs to be composted that we've been throwing in here. And that's what we've done with all of these beds. Is the bottom half of it has stuff that I pulled out of my compost that hadn't yet, or my compost bins, my old ones, that hadn't yet changed into compost. And it's funny, but look at this. I'm not sure what this is. It is either a cucumber, a squash, or a cantaloupe, not sure. And then I have all these tomatoes that are self-seeding. So I will go in here and wipe everything out. That or I'll let the frost do it. But again, so this bed looked like this bed just a couple weeks ago. And now I got to get in here, stomp it all down, get it as flat as possible. Our corn stalks that had been in another bed, we shredded them and put them in here as well. Look at that. Doesn't she look so innocent? She's not. Her and Mr. Nugget over here. Where are you, Nugget? Yes. They have been in this bed eating anything we've been throwing in here. So we've been using this as our compost bin. Just didn't want to waste it. So now it's time. I have a load of compost here because we've used up all the compost. Like I had compost in the bins, and before we tore it apart, we put them all into these beds. And that's what's on top here is compost that I had. So in here, I've got 1.5 yards of compost, and I'm hoping that at least the back 2 beds will be filled up, and then we're going to build another bed here, but want to fill these up first so it's easier to walk into them before we build the bed here. So we're going to have 4 of them. I need to get to work. Hi everybody. So today is November 7th. Fall is definitely in the air. We've had a couple of good hard frosts. But I've been gone for a bit. Had to get some dental work done, painful, and then I couldn't do anything for a week. So I just got out here the other day and cleaned up a few things, but let me show you the garden bed. So here's what it's looking like. We've got the 4th bed in. Cindy's gone home now. And so I ended up doing another 1.5 yards. So totally, I shoveled out 3 yards out of the back of the pickup. And what we've done, or I've done, is topped up all the beds. So all the beds are ready for spring. This one here, which is the latest bed that we built. We did the same thing as that bed. Put compost all in the bottom of it. Took all my scraps and bits and pieces, plants, everything that came out of the garden here went into the bottom of this bed. So I've got a couple of T-posts start there. Those ones are very crooked. They will be straightened out. I need to get my post pounder, get those pounded in. That's where cucumbers are going to go. But because of everything that happened on the hillside, that's why we got 4 new beds down here. So in the last year, I've put in 7 new beds. So these 4 here. And then about this time last year, I finished up this bed here. And then in the spring, I finished up this one here. This is my biggest bed, or my widest bed. It's just over 12 feet. Both of these are just over 12 feet long. This one's 45, and I believe I got this one almost 4 feet. And then, let me take you down to in front of the potting shed. Oh, I guess I was in the earlier that I built most of these. So I still have to organize down here. So there's 3 strawberry beds, or what we built last year. Oh, let me show you this. We still have strawberries blooming and growing. And then this is a new bed. Cindy and I built this one, middle of October, I guess, because I had this space here, so it was just wasted space. So let's build it. And then of course you saw in the last video that I built the compost bins, and then just to show you, because I'm down here, you can see the rhubarb leaves there. I dug a hole and I planted a rhubarb plant there. I've got one more to move. I'm gonna wait till the spring to do that one. And then I have the posts up for the blackberries. I had to get Mom to come down here and hold it for me so we can get it nice and level. So I'm ready to string this one up. I've got my, oh, hold it. Oh, that part fell out. It's just down here on the ground. Grab it. Not quite sure how that fell out. But the blackberries, I gotta get like I said, I need to get the wire. Can't do that one-handed. I need to get the wires put across here, get the blackberries all up. There's a lot less, I cut out a whack of them and we took out the second row. So I am very happy with how the garden is looking. If it hadn't been for us losing all that land up top and a bunch of beds being pulled out, I probably never would have done this. But I'm really quite happy with how it's turned out. We've got 4 new beds. It's opened up the garden. Yes, we lost 2 rows of raspberries, but that row of raspberries down there produces more than we need. We have heard that the insurance has come through, a couple changes have been made to it or whatever. And so now we're waiting for all of this to get done, to get it leveled out, to get weed suppressant fabric put down, gravel to be put into place. And it'll make a huge difference down here. I haven't heard from them other than I needed to pay my deductible. So I'm waiting on that. And then of course, turf is supposed to be going up there. I think it's too late in the year now for the turf to go or be put in, but we'll wait and see. So this is it for building beds this year. Like I said, I've got a bit more that needs to be done down here. Not quite sure. Hopefully gonna get it done fairly soon. It's cool and it's windy. I think we're supposed to have sunshine most of next week, and then we're supposed to start getting some snow. Not too happy about that, but I've got 7 new beds down here in the lower garden, lots more planting space. This winter I'm going to sit down, draw out a plan of what's going to be planted where. I haven't ordered my Lysianthus yet, and it was the 7th of November that I planted them last year. So I got to get that done this weekend, get them ordered, and then as soon as they get in, start planting. So Cindy was a huge help the latter part of the summer and into the early fall, helping me get the compost bins done, helping me get these 4 beds here done and the one where the strawberries are in. She was an amazing help. I'm so glad she was down here helping me. But I am going to say goodbye for this video. I've got lots of little rentals to do around the house. I got to get the potting shed cleaned out. Insurance was supposed to come in and take care of that because it had flooded. But I really don't, I have to get stuff done. So that is my next job. I've got some heat on in there so it's warm. So Sunday I will be in there working on that. So bye for now from My Mini Homestead.